To start our first project, let's click on the plus box at the top left. This is your main project window. At the top left of the screen, you have your import tools where you can insert images, text, charts, music, and a voiceover to your scribe. Each section will have its own video, so don't worry about the specifics for now while we just go over exactly what you see on the screen. Next to the import icons, there are two icons that change the overall look of your project, like the background color and the default hand that will draw each object. At the top right, we have the preview and publish buttons, which are pretty self-explanatory. We'll go over the different and awesome ways that you can publish your scribe in a later video. Taking up most of the bottom row is your timeline, which will display each element in your project in the order that they will appear. This is where you'll adjust the draw time, change the entrance effect, and switch the order of objects in your project. And finally, at the bottom right of the screen, you have the cut, copy, paste buttons, and the camera controls. The eyeball icon temporarily shows all hidden objects in your project, and we'll talk about it more in the timeline video. It's important to understand that VideoScribe doesn't work like a lot of video creation programs. You have to think of your VideoScribe project window as one giant canvas. Unlike PowerPoint or Powtoon, where you can separate ideas or topics by creating a new slide, everything that you add to your scribe will stay on the canvas. To transition to a new topic or idea, you have to move the camera to focus on a blank spot on your canvas. Or if you want to remove an object from the screen, you can use the scribble out effect, which we'll go over later, to basically cover up the object and hide it from the viewer. It's an interesting concept, but since everything is on one timeline, it does take some getting used to. To move around your canvas, you can use the control buttons at the bottom left to zoom in, zoom out, and zoom to show all of the elements currently in your project. Alternatively, you can just click and drag to move around your canvas and use a scroll wheel on your mouse to zoom in and out of your project. As a final tip for this video, here's what your basic workflow should be. Place all of your elements, basically whatever you plan to have on the screen for that section. Then set the camera for each element. And finally, edit the draw time for each element. I'll refer to this process throughout the tutorial set, but if you keep these steps in mind, you'll have no problem working in VideoScribe. In the next tutorial, we'll go over how to add and manipulate text elements in your video. I want to cover text first since it doesn't have as many options as adding an image. It's an important tutorial that will set the groundwork for understanding the program, so definitely check it out. Until next time.